Let's Talk with Heather Dubrow starts now. Longtime podcast host of the Bitch Bible, soon to be your new bitch of a best friend, Jackie Schimmel's here. I'm so excited. I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes, you know, when you wake up in the morning and you're like, shit, what do I have to do today? I've reframed my thinking.
Okay.
So I go, what do I get to do today?
Ooh.
And sometimes there's nothing that's good on that list. But I had so much today that I just was not okay with.
Yeah.
But when I saw I was going to get to hug you
Aw.
and talk to you and see you, I was so happy. And I thought, that's my great thing of the day. I got Jackie Schimmel.
Oh, that's so sweet. I'm very excited to be here. It's been too long.
Way too long.
I know.
We have a lot to catch up on. How old's your son now?
A year and a half.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. I know. It's
That's crazy.
so wild.
That's the worst age, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
I just started to like him.
Oh, really?
Well, I started to like him around 9 months.
Okay.
And then I became obsessed with him, I
Yeah.
would say around 14 months.
Yeah.
And now the love is starting to subside again
Yeah.
because he's becoming reckless.
Yes.
He's breaking my shit,
Yes.
which I don't love.
I would say between 15 months and 3 years old, I want to give them back.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
And then they can come home.
Right. Okay.
At 3, there should be a place, like, you know how orchids, have you ever heard
Yes.
that there's like orchid nurseries where when the flowers fall off your orchid, you can bring that stick somewhere while it's dormant?
Right.
That is just so stupid.
It's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. That is so labor intensive. Time is money.
But it's also stupid. I remember my father-in-law bought me an orchid once, and I felt so bad when the flowers fall off and
Right.
it's like a stick. And he told me about that. He's like, oh, there's a place you can take it.
No.
And I was like, oh, okay.
No.
And I'm thinking, shit, do I have to take it to this place now? And then he goes, or I'll just get you a new one. And I'm like,
I mean, they are $12.99. You could just get a new one.
you could just get the new one.
Right.
It just feels like a lot.
It's a lot of
Yeah,
work.
it's a lot of work.
So much riffraff.
Yeah. So, all right, 15 months. Yeah, that's when they start to get dangerous.
He's into candles, which is weird. We don't know why.
He likes to touch them, eat them.
He is obsessed with just everything about them. He goes from room to room. He picks up the candles. He smells them. He wants to inspect them.
That's cute.
It is really cute. But now he's also chucking them.
Yes.
So that's like the new thing. It used to be just a quick sniff. And I was like, oh my God, maybe he's going to like move to Paris and open up like a artisanal
Perfumery.
candle. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh my God, this is my kid. But now it's followed by the chucking and
Yeah.
the shattered glass. And I don't love that.
No.
It's not great.
No, that's not terrific. Are
cute.
people doing that really annoying thing to you where they're constantly asking you when you're having another?
Everywhere I go, every day, every hour, every second, somebody asked me if I was pregnant a few weeks ago, and I wanted to, I swear
Kill
to God,
Why would anyone ask that?
I wanted the closest sharp object, and I wanted to shank her in her throat.
Yeah.
I wanted to say, are you expecting?
Punch her in the
Because
vagina.
my obliques
Right.
just showed up again. So how fucking dare you? I've been working out. I was so pissed. It ruined my whole fucking day. Am I allowed to cuss?
Yes.
Thank God.
But why? This is my thing. Why? What is the rush with people? Why is it the moment you're in a committed relationship, they're looking for the engagement ring. And the moment you have the ring, when is the wedding? And at the wedding, they're asking you when you're going to have children. And then when you have one, it's when the next one. And then that quickly turns into, isn't that enough?
Like, focus on your own fucking life. I don't care what you do,
No.
when you do, whenever you do it. So why are you asking me? Like, and by the way, this is what's so level 10 stupid about it is what if, God forbid, I was trying to get pregnant
And couldn't.
and was having fertility issues. And then you got some broken bitch named Brittany asking you when you're going to have your next kid.
It's always Brittany
It's always a Brittany with an I.
or Ashley.
With an EIGH. Ashley, or with 2 E's.
Yeah. 2 E's.
That's a whole other problem.
And a heart and a trademark.
And nail art.
It's so bad. Do you have a lot of friends?
I have more.
Wait, pause before we get into that. We have to talk about your Stanley Cup.
I'm so
I'm sorry.
sorry.
You are not a Stanley.
I
You
know.
are not a Stanley Cup. What happened, Jackie?
I know. I have this alter ego, and she just came to me like a few weeks ago. I got a glimpse of myself in the mirror, and I was wearing like my workout clothes, and I had like a Pilates sock on with a slide. They were Celine, but they look like Birkenstocks.
Don't you love the Pilates slide?
It's
added a lot to my wardrobe. I enjoy it like you can't believe.
And I never take the socks off.
It turns me on. The
I love it.
Pilates slide.
I know. It's
I'll
a
buy
look.
them anywhere.
Me too. Anywhere.
Love them.
Me too.
Do you do Pilates?
Every day.
Me too.
Every day.
Do you do the hot mat or just the reformer?
I just do the reformer.
I do the hot mat as well. Wait, you have to meet me.
Okay.
You're far. But you have to meet me at the hot mat class at the Beverly Glen Center.
The hot mat thing. Are you sweating?
Yes.
I don't really like to sweat very much.
But it's more of a glow.
Okay. A glisten.
And you're so skinny when you walk out.
Okay, then I'll roll through because I do like that feeling.
Okay, we're going to go back to that. Let's finish your Stanley Cup. Your alter ego.
Her name is Jerica. I don't know why. It's Jessica, Erica. I don't know. I looked at myself and I'm like, I'm disgusting. I was wearing a crossbody bag. Okay.
Stop right there.
It was not good. I was going antiquing. I'm like, I need my hands free. I'm going to put on this crossbody bag. And then I was wearing the slides and the socks and like the aloe set. And my hair was in a scrunchie.
Did it match?
It matched, yeah. And then I had this Stanley Cup, which someone bought me when I gave birth. And it's just followed me ever since then.
Did they put wine in it?
Vodka.
Good.
I did have a martini right after giving birth, and
you
it was
should.
amazing.
Yes.
My friend brought the shaker and a crystal glass and like a full bar kit.
That's a friend.
That's a real
Was
friend.
there sushi too?
I didn't have sushi because I had sushi while I was pregnant.
Yeah, why not?
I mean,
live
everyone
on the edge.
Yeah, slide into my DMs. He's fine, by the way.
He's got to go to therapy for something. And then she had sushi.
Yeah, mercury poisoning. He's fine. And now it's just, I just use it
You take
all
it wherever
the
you go.
time.
But are you not? So you have like a bad for the environment straw in there.
Always.
I'm going to point out.
Yes. Fuck the turtles.
Yeah. And then my question is, how does one clean this thing? Because that's why I can't. I have I never got the Stanley, but I do have this really cute. My girlfriend Dina bought me a Dior.
Oh, cute.
Water bottle.
Cute.
And then at Forma, where I go, they did a thing with Celine.
Oh.
So I have this really cute Celine water bottle.
I saw that Celine water bottle and I was like, how many drinks is it going to take for me to be like, I need a Celine water bottle?
Let me tell you, you need it.
I do need it.
It matches your slides.
No. Oh my God. Can you imagine? I roll through in Pilates with a fucking Celine water bottle crossbody?
No, yeah, I was going to say you need the sling to wear it crossbody.
You have to.
Jerica needs that for sure.
Jerica would never. Jackie would. Jerica would never. How do we clean this?
How do you clean it? I don't like it. And
I don't personally, but
what do you do every day? You go home and what do? You rinse it?
I leave it in the sink, if I'm being honest.
Is there someone rinsing it?
Somebody
rinsing
rinses it. I don't want to live a lie on Heather Dubrow's world. You know, we're not doing that.
There's a housekeeper that's cleaning it.
Yeah.
That's okay. There's
My Lord
no
and
shame.
Savior. Yeah.
That's okay. By the way,
Love of my life.
Gratitude on steroids, and you're so lucky. I love that.
Yes, we love her.
We do a thing. Here's a tip from HD.
Okay.
So I was trying to get rid of plastic in our last house. And we had a water as she sips through her straw. Mm-hmm. Fuck the turtles. Mm-hmm. So we were in our old house and we had this filtration system, right?
Yeah.
So it was a beautiful water system that you could fill your water bottles up with. But you still have to clean the water bottles. And it became a running joke with my kids and their friends that our water bottles always tasted like soap.
Yes. I have encountered that problem in my home as well.
Okay.
I bought the glass bottles. I thought it was like a cute thing with the Mountain Valley water delivery.
Yes.
And they always have a little bubbles in them.
They have a little residue. So here's the trick. Okay. You use baby soap.
Oh, and I have that.
Yes.
Why didn't I think of that?
It's already in your house. You use baby soap and there's no bubbles.
Good.
And it cleans it and it's mild and it doesn't taste like soap.
It doesn't taste like Aesop dish cleaner.
Now, does that mean it actually doesn't clean it? Probably.
I'm okay with that.
But I'm okay with it because it's the appearance of cleanliness.
Sure.
It's the idea that someone is going through the motion of cleaning it.
There's definitely some matcha residue in Jerica's cup. There's like stainage.
Okay. Jerica drinks matcha as well?
She does. She loves it.
Can you explain the matcha to me? Because I don't get it. Green, first of all, I've just recently decided I like the color green because it's the color of money.
Yeah, and
which I
Bottega
enjoy.
green. Mm-hmm.
And the Bottega green is nice.
It is nice.
And so Van Cleef green is nice as well.
Yes.
This is not a relatable section of our show.
No.
But let's bring it back to the matcha.
Yes.
Matcha to me, it's not my vibe. It's patchouli. It's earthy.
Grassy.
It's grassy. Why do you like the matcha? Is it one of those things that someone has told you must like because it's going to grow your hair or make your skin better?
No, I feel like I'm the person that's been telling everybody else that for years. I have been drinking matcha before it was the thing to
Before
do.
matcha was matcha.
Before it was matcha-ing. Yes.
Why?
I don't drink coffee. I don't love caffeine.
Okay.
I started drinking it so long ago, and I did feel like it was the only way that I could consume water, and I do think it's really good for skin.
Okay. Speaking of skin, we have to go back to the fact you have no friends. But speaking of skin.
Yeah, don't forget that. Circle
I don't
back.
want to forget that part. Speaking of skin, your skin is insane.
Thanks.
Oh, wait, let's spray. Do you have makeup on?
I do.
Okay, you might want to not do this right now, but this is my favorite thing.
What is this?
This is just a little La Mer refreshy skin spray.
Okay.
And what I'll tell you is
We like this.
we love this. And I am 0 to 100. So I either have a full face beat or there is nothing on my face.
I am very much so with you. I'm not full face beat because I don't have a reason to have a full face beat, but
And you're young and you really don't need it, but I do.
I prefer wearing nothing on the face.
Yes.
I feel like fresh and clean.
It's so good.
And the skin, I feel like it's so good for your skin.
Me too. And, you know, you and I are both blessed with good skin, which is nice. But what I find with this little La Mer, it's just called the mist. It makes me feel like, you know, at the grocery store, you know, all the food, the produce looks lovely.
Yes.
And it's being misted all day.
Yeah.
That's my theory.
Okay, that's a
I'm
great
just going
theory.
to mist my face all day like I'm in the produce section.
Wow. Yes. Okay, I'm with you on
You
that.
like that? Let's Talk is sponsored by The Real Real, the best place to shop authenticated luxury bags, clothing, watches, and so much more. With up to 90% off retail, you can finally have the pieces you've been dreaming of. From brands like Gucci, Fendi, Prada. You guys, if you've ever wanted a luxury brand purse or shoes or a dress maybe and just cannot stand that sticker price, I'm telling you, this is the only place to go. I have bought things from them. I have sold things to them. Yes, there's some HD stuff in the store there. It's really the best. And you know that everything you're getting is 100% authentic. There's no Fuchsi's here. Everything The Real Real sells is authenticated in person by luxury and fashion experts. The Real Real has found new homes for over 37 million authenticated luxury items, so they know firsthand the impact resale has on the planet. Rather than producing more stuff, The Real Real is making what already exists new. Need a dress for a fancy wedding? The perfect vacation sandals? Ready to invest in a new bag to add to your collection? Find exactly what you're looking for that no one else has at The Real Real. The Real Real is the world's largest and most trusted resource for authenticated luxury resale. With thousands of new arrivals daily, no one does resale like The Real Real. And now get $25 off of your first purchase when you go to therealreal.com/Dubrow. That's therealreal.com/Dubrow to get your $25 off. Start shopping now at therealreal.com/Dubrow.
Are you feeling stuck in your career or lacking employment at the moment? Experiencing symptoms of job dissatisfaction? You might be suffering from a common condition known as career stagnation. But don't worry, there's a solution. Monster.com. Monster.com offers a comprehensive suite of career-boosting tools designed just for you. Our free resume review and AI interview prep tool will help you stand out from the crowd. Need more guidance? Dive into our career advice articles for expert tips and insights. And don't forget to check out our salary tools to ensure you're getting paid what you're worth. Side effects may include a new job, increased confidence, and a brighter future. Consult Monster.com today and take the first step towards your new career. Ready for your next job opportunity? Visit Monster.com now.
So let's talk about this before we get to the fact that you have no friends.
Right, yeah. Can't forget that.
Your videos, when you do your podcast, are so fucking close.
I know. I'm
And
so sorry.
In the same time, I'm obsessed with how close it is. And I love it for you because you have no pores and your skin is so beautiful. And I love looking at you that close.
I gotta sit back.
No, but I also, it gives me so much anxiety.
I know.
Because I think I don't want anyone looking at me that close. Terry just had his other cataract done today, and I'm horrified that he's gonna see perfectly now. This is terrible.
He should be so lucky to get a zoom in shot of you. No, but the camera angles for me, I'm hoping that if I just can't figure it out, they'll eventually like make me or not make me do the videos because I hate the videos.
Why? They're so good.
It's not my thing. It took me about 4 months to get used to the camera and I started like acting like Valerie Cherish, like breaking, like I don't like it. I started 12 years ago just with a mic in a closet somewhere. And now being aware of the camera, it fucks up my flow a little bit.
That's why I don't like to watch myself on TV.
I can imagine. Like it just trips me up. And every week I'm like, you know what? We're going to put some concealer on and we're going to let these hoes know what time it is because I'm not a total dog. But in these videos, I look like Gollum. I look like I crawled out of the ground.
You look amazing.
No. It's not. Sometimes it's better than others, but the majority of the time I look at these videos, I'm like, what happened? Did I just like escape from Alcatraz? I look so busted.
But see,
and it's okay.
I love the fact that you're like 12 years ago, I just started with this microphone and I just did my thing. And that's why what you do works. And that's why you're successful because it's authentic.
Yeah.
My concern for the future.
Oh, okay.
Is that you're like, were there no more compliments?
Now we're getting real.
You're very talented. It's true. But and I've said it for years. I mean, I don't even remember how I found you, but I remember finding you and being like, she's so funny. And we're like, maybe you posted something about me.
I did.
Is that how we met?
Before I had a podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so long ago.
Yeah, so long ago. And we just like became friends.
Yes.
So, but I love it. And what I try to tell people, because it's so odd to me that now, and I have 2 kids in college and one that just got into college. A lot of their friends that I heard when them going through high school and whatnot, they want to be influencers. Oof. Podcasters, influencers, that is a career path now.
I know. It's really weird because I don't even know if I identify. I mean,
do you identify as an influencer?
No, I don't.
You don't?
I do not. I won't wear that. I wouldn't say that I'm an influencer.
Really?
No.
But you do, in fact, influence people.
Perhaps here and there when I need to buy a bag or, I've got something coming up, like I'll partake in the influenza lifestyle and practices. But when I started a podcast, I didn't have an Instagram.
No.
I didn't have any social media.
Did Instagram exist?
Yes.
It did. Yes. Just barely.
No, not when I started.
Yes, it did. You started 12 years ago. I started Housewives 14. All right. My youngest child was 9 months old when I started Housewives, and he's almost 14 and a half.
Wow.
And Instagram was new.
Wow.
When I started.
Okay, so then it must have existed.
But it was a fledgling social media app.
I didn't have it.
People were still just on Facebook.
I had a BlackBerry, so I did not have.
I never even had a BlackBerry.
Oh.
I missed that phase entirely.
Wow.
It wasn't my.
I'm glamorous.
I'm not technological.
So would you go from like Nokia brick to iPhone?
Basically.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was one of those that had that flip phone that I would type. You had to, when you were texting, you'd go ABC, DE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You went Nokia brick.
Totally did.
That's a vibe.
I know. Do you go to like influencer type things?
I have
like Amazon's in Cabo. Is Jackie Schimmel or Jerrica there?
Jerrica would be like the first in line. I have gone to one.
Yeah, how did that go?
I was kicked off Instagram 6 hours in.
Why?
Because I called my friend Heather McMahon a whore, and they.
Wait, I saw this.
This is the tale as old as time.
No, wait. Wasn't this at Heather's show?
No. So I went to a influencer retreat.
Okay.
At Nobu, Malibu, which was like 15 minutes from my house.
Okay.
Which I was like, of course.
Of course. And by the way, Nobu Malibu. Say less.
I know, right?
Yeah,
I'm like
love
2
it.
nights in Malibu with some of my girlfriends,
Yeah.
and I get paid, and I get to go have like an omakase dinner. Sign my ass up. I had no kids.
Yeah.
I was packed and ready to go.
Right.
So I call my friend Heather, who lives in Atlanta, and I was like, you have to come with me. Like, they want you. Let's go. Morgan Stewart, who's a friend of mine, I was like, pack your bags. We're all going to Malibu.
Right.
We're getting paid. We're having sushi. We're talking shit, and we're drinking.
Right.
Done.
Great. Perfect. Love it.
So I had never been on one of these things before. I was basically like barely there. I was only asked to go so that I could get other people there.
Oh, you were the conduit.
I was 100%. I was curating the guest list.
Right.
I was getting people to come. And then 6 hours in, I'm on the beach. I don't know what we're supposed to do. I'm unaware that we're supposed to be like,
You did your job. You got people there.
I got people there. They put me in the broom closet. I was in the worst room at the whole hotel because I was barely there.
Okay.
I remember an hour in, I made a joke about plastic straws, upset a lot of the influencers. They were like, this bitch blacklisted. They wouldn't get picked. They were like, we hate her. And I was like, fine, whatever. I'm having a good time. We were at the dinner and I made a joke on Instagram with Heather, who's one of my closest friends.
Okay.
And I'm like, this dumb horse, something like that. And it was when they were changing all the policy guidelines, and they were really cracking down. And
They're over that now, just so you know.
oh, are they?
Apparently.
Selectively. Swastikas are okay, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's a lot looser.
It's a little loose.
You want to Heil Hitler? Go for it.
You go.
Dumb
Get it.
whore? Maybe not.
Yeah, that's not okay. So I, within hours, was completely deleted, deactivated for 3 months. Got kicked off. Yeah.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. And then it happened another couple times. So
You just don't learn.
yeah, just keep sticking that hand in the fire.
So I'm assuming you didn't make any friends there.
No, I did not.
How did you meet Heather McMahon? I love her.
Oh, God, I love her so
I
much.
feel like we've DM'd each other.
She's the best. I met her through podcasting. She came on my podcast and we just trauma bonded and became very close friends.
Isn't that nice?
So nice.
That's been one of the best things about podcasting for
Yeah.
so long, I have to say. You really do realize you find a tribe.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
And it's kind of instant because I don't have a lot of guests, but I know within 13 seconds if I'm like, this is my girl, or I do not fuck with you. And I'll pretend for the sake of an episode for 45 minutes that we're getting along.
Yeah.
Great. But we're good.
Isn't it funny how sometimes you'll have someone on the show and you think, this is going to be so great. This is going to kill it. And you're like, oh my God. Why is the clock ticking like I'm in biology class?
Oh, God.
Right before spring break? What is going on? Painful.
And I
Blood from a stone.
Oh, it's so hard.
So hard.
And then you see them being celebrated for being such a hoot and a half, and you're like, if you only knew the struggle.
If you only knew.
One day.
One day.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back to the fact you have no friends.
Yeah.
So do you really not have friends?
No, I disappointingly have more friends than people would expect.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you get friends?
I have had the same friends.
Like high school friends? Where did you grow up?
I grew up in LA.
Okay.
Suburbs, but LA. I have had the same friends forever. I'm talking elementary school friends.
And a posse. That's a big California thing, I have to say.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed people that grow up here, my kids included.
Yeah.
They have huge. I'm from New York.
Yeah.
It does,
Yeah, it's different.
You don't roll like that.
I mean, yeah, totally. I have had the same, not a ton, but I've have a group of friends, I would say 6 or 7 since I was in elementary school.
Really?
Yeah.
And do you find that, because I do find
I love it so much. I find it to be so
comforting?
I can't be that big of an asshole if I've maintained all these relationships all these years.
Are they just using you now for your free things because you're an influencer?
Yeah, they just want the skincare products and the, protein powder.
Do you need another person to go to Malibu?
No, I identify as the asshole in my friend group. All of my friends are so lovely and wonderful people. I carry the burden.
Well, we all need one.
You have to have one.
But you're the humor and you're the real.
Yes, I would say most of the time. It's not lovely, but
no, but it's true.
At least
and
it's honest.
I like when you shit talk Andrew. Like it cracks me up.
Of course.
And I like when you shit talk your kid. Like it makes me happy because I know you love them both immeasurably.
Yeah.
But it's just the truth of what it's like to be married. And it's the truth of what it's like to be a mom. I mean, we were in the car the other day and we were going to dinner and we were in an Uber and it's Terry and me and Ace. And Terry, he is those fucking AirPods, man. They are like hermetically sealed in his ears. Wherever we are, like he doesn't need to talk to me on the way to the restaurant because we're going to spend all this time together. So he's like,
you want to save talking points.
Okay. I mean, it's been almost 30 years. We've never run out of conversation. I don't think it's a big gamble, but okay. Obviously he needs to watch a few more cat videos or something before we get there. So he'll put in the AirPods and Ace and I are sitting there talking and like he breathes so heavy.
Oh, so annoying.
And there's no ambient music on. And he's just breathing and he doesn't even realize how loud it is because he's got his AirPods in and he's watching whatever he's watching and he's cracking up at whatever he's watching and doing his whole thing.
Blissfully unaware.
And me and Ace are looking at each other and I said to him the other day, I was like, he's breathing. And he goes, you married him.
It's true. We have the right to wake up. I said this to Andrew 3 days ago. He did nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. He was asleep when I woke up. And I just woke up so genuinely annoyed by his presence in the home. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like sharing, it blows my mind. Sharing my beautiful curated space with him drives me fucking insane some days. Like the fact that I have to sit down at the end of the day and we have to agree on something to watch together, which very rarely happens because we kind of usually go off into our own quadrants because I need to recalibrate. He needs to recalibrate. But, you know, once in a while, I'm like, maybe we should watch something together.
Yeah, we try to.
In unison, you know? And then we got to go back and forth and agree on something. And then he wants to like tickle, like he wants to like hold hands sometimes. And he's so clingy and needy. And
he's like the chick in the relationship.
He's just more affectionate than I am. Like I always say that I'm a cactus and he's like a discount hydrangea. He needs a lot of like physical, that's his love language.
Oh, that's sweet.
He wants to like, he always wants to hold hands. And
that's sweet.
I do not get it. You know what I mean? I'm like, ugh, we're sweating and we're holding hands. And I'm sure everyone's going to, you know, send me a DM being like, ugh, you're awful. Whatever. I don't care. And I just woke up and I was like, his presence in the home is annoying me and irking me to my core. And I don't have a reason for it.
So what do you do with that?
I allow it to take over and I'm pretty vocal about it. And he thinks it's funny. Like he's so not sensitive. Thank God.
Good. All right.
He is a silent, strong type. So like he's not a pussy. He's not a pushover at all. He just thinks I'm crazy. And he just
and he loves it.
He just like doesn't care. You know what I mean? He's like, okay, weirdo. Like, and I'm just like, you're just bugging me. Everything.
And you'll just say that to him.
Of course.
You're bugging me.
Yes. And he's like, why? I didn't do anything. I'm like, I don't know. It just, this is my truth.
Do you sleep together every night or do you have a sleep divorce?
No, every night.
Every night?
Yeah.
Would you ever, you know what a sleep divorce is?
When you sleep in separate bedrooms?
Yeah. It's like a very amicable, like we love each other, but we just don't, like if there's sexy time happening, fine. But if not, we don't sleep together.
That would not fly for Andrew.
Would it fly for you?
Probably.
I feel like you said recently or a few months ago or something you were talking about maybe.
Like I like when he's sick and I summon him to the other side of the house. Like I love it.
I love when he's sick.
When he's like got some ailment, I completely sequester him.
He was handling the baby and you got to be alone and then he brought the baby in.
Oh,
that was so annoying to me.
I was so annoying. He wanted his mommy. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
I want you to know I hated Andrew in that moment.
How could you not?
Oh, I did because I've been there.
Oh, it's your turn. Take him away.
Take it.
Take it.
He has enough time with mom. We're good. Check the box.
So manipulative.
Yeah. Remember the days when you can enjoy a simple piece of bread without feeling guilty about it? Well, those days have returned. With Hero Bread, you can focus on your health goals and still indulge in the soft, fluffy experience you love guilt-free. Their baked goods are flavorful and delicious, but have ultra-low net carbs, 0 grams of sugar, and are high in fiber. It's fluffy, it's tasty, the texture is incredible. You'll use it for all your favorite snacks, like Hero's classic plain bagel. It has 4 grams of net carbs, 0 grams of sugar, and 19 grams of protein. Perfect if you love a breakfast sandwich. Whether you're trying to get more fiber in your diet, cutting down on sugar, or adding more protein, Hero Bread is here to save the day. Plus, Hero offers monthly small batch drops of indulgent favorites, like the popular 2-gram net carb Hero croissant, and new surprises coming each month this year. Right now, Hero Bread is offering 10% off your order. Go to hero.co and use code Let's Talk at checkout. That's Let's Talk at HERO.co. Here's what I need to know. Because you have this same group of friends, and obviously you've accumulated other friends since you identify as a podcaster. So you have accumulated these guest friends.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah. And these other people that you find in your life. Have you encountered the mom friends?
So I am very lucky that all of my best girlfriends, we all had babies around the same time.
Are these the childhood friends?
No. These are
more current friends.
More current adult, past 15 years friends.
Okay.
So we all had babies within like 6 months of each other.
Oh, that's nice.
So my friends are now also my mom friends. I have not made any external mom friends.
That's great.
And that is by clear and concise design, because the bitches are sniffing around. They're like sharks in the water. And I'm being poached. I'm being ripped limb to limb by these broken Jerica adjacent bitches.
At the Gymboree.
Oh, I stopped going.
Where do you go?
I used to go to, well, we don't go here anymore. I used to go to this place in Calabasas, little mommy and me gym thing. I was there about 3 or 4 times, and I thought, this is a dangerous social situation for me. So
why?
Because I was getting asked to exchange numbers.
Yeah.
I was getting asked for the music classes.
They're desperate.
I was getting
They're
asked
lonely.
for the mommy, the wine happy hour to talk about the kids. I don't want to participate.
You have enough friends.
I have enough friends. I'm good.
Okay. I'm going to tell you a hard truth.
I don't want to be the clown with these women. You know, I don't want to be like a circus jester.
No, I know. And it's hard because, you know, when you meet new friends as women,
Yes.
we date each other.
Yes.
So it's like having first dates. And you know how like you have couple dates where it's so hard for you and one of the members of the couple to get, like, if it's like 2 heterosexual couples, like you and the other woman, and the guys have to like each other also. It's a very, very difficult thing. It's hard to find a couple friend.
Right.
When it's the parent-child, you have to like the parent and the kids have to get along.
Right.
It's a whole other ball of wax.
It's a
and
totally
it's crazy.
different thing.
But I want to warn you about something with your group of friends. And this is just the truth because, well, let me ask you this question first. Are you all going to be in the same public school because you live in like a beautiful little community and they're all going to the same place? Or are you vying for spots at the private school?
Okay, so this is very topical for me because I was not aware that I had to start gunning for the preschools.
You're late right now.
So I've gone on a few interviews.
Okay.
And I've already been asked for 3 separate donations.
Yes.
And I have 2 more tours. The fact that I have to be interviewed and accepted, you're talking to someone that didn't go to college, okay?
It's
so
insane.
I am like, I got him into one school. I had to whore out Andrew and say that he would come and do like music lessons, bring the instruments. That's an angle I have.
Good.
Which
I
is
like
nice.
it. That's great. Terry comes in and he does medical things for the kids.
Great.
Oh, yeah. He brings in a chicken. He pretends it fell. He gets a cut. He sews it up for them.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So you have something to offer besides.
Got
You got to diversify.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Donations are not enough, allegedly. You have to bring something to the table, to the community.
It's like applying to college.
It's a whole fucking thing. And nobody told me.
And it's about you.
Right. Oh, I know. I was being like inspected by this woman.
Yes.
And I was like, what is going on? Like my kid's eating glue. Like I have to be accepted. What are you talking about? So it's a
Do you
whole
know
thing.
that my child is into aromatherapy? He enjoys candles.
He's an artisan.
He can differentiate between the difference between bath and body Veluspa.
Salt and Stone. He likes the curdon. It's ridiculous.
Joe Malone isn't his favorite. Too pedestrian.
Yeah, exactly. Too accessible to the masses. It's so wild. Yeah. So,
And then what are the conversations that you and said girlfriend group with children, how are you all discussing this?
okay, so I don't.
Are we talking about preschool?
We're talking about preschool.
Okay.
So one of my girlfriends is like homeschool adjacent. She doesn't want to send her kid to preschool.
Brilliant. She'll be your best
So
friend.
I'm like,
That's good.
okay,
You'll
great.
never do
We're
that.
good.
That's fine.
My other best friend, she travels a lot. They're a music family. They go on tour, this, that, the other thing. She's got her kids in private school in Nashville. Okay. So that's taken care of.
Great.
So I have a clear window. Like I'm good.
Okay.
We're not vying for the spots.
All right, good. That's excellent.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, you will pick up more mom friends. And I will tell
It's
you,
unfortunate.
it is unfortunate. Preschool's okay. You get them in there.
Mm-hmm.
But the big thing is kindergarten.
Okay.
Unless your preschool goes into the school, which is brilliant if you found a school like that. But
I
I'm
haven't
seeing by your
decided
face.
on one yet, and they don't. It's,
Yeah. So I'm going to tell you about kindergarten. Kindergarten, now you know I have 4 children. I have already gotten 3 into college. So this is good advice. Getting your kids into kindergarten is the worst experience ever.
Okay. Great.
Ever.
Got it.
It is horrible. You will cry.
Because you're just leaving them for much longer than
No,
preschool?
I don't care. Take them for 2 weeks
I know,
at
I
a
was going to say,
time.
do they do boarding school?
No, I'm telling you
Programs.
because the getting them into kindergarten is so difficult. Like where you're going in through preschool now, you think that's bad. Now, when you go to kindergarten, they assess your child. They go there for the day and they quote play games with them, and it's really fun. It's not fun. It's an evaluation. And they're watching your kid throw his candle across the room and eat the glue and punch whatever, this kid over there. And it is so crazy. And everyone gets their kids all dressed up and all the mothers like stand in this room with their kids waiting for them to be taken. And the emotions are palpable. Yeah. The stress in there. Okay, bye. Okay, have fun. Have a great day.
Be yourself.
Yeah.
The best version of yourself.
And they go in and they come out. As soon as they come out, you're like, how was it? What'd they do? What'd they say to you? And it is so crazy. And I had twins, so I had to get 2 of them in, and they did not get into the school that I wanted them to go to. One was flat out rejected, and the other one was put on a wait list. And I bawled my eyes out, and all the women, some of them that did immediately get in and whatever, were like, oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure they'll end up
smug.
at a decent college. They won't have to go to community college. I mean, but it's really that insane. And the what's the word I'm looking for? The pleasure and the bragging rights and the
The politics of the schooling.
But the
and
attitude of the mothers whose children got in is so insane.
It's gross.
It's so gross. But I'm going to tell you something. They didn't get into that school.
Okay.
They ended up going to this other school that I thought was so schleppy and I hated. And my husband loved it. He's like, no, they teach by Socratic method. It's really basic. It's cool. My son ended up staying there. My daughter ended up transferring to later, whatever. They went to different schools till 8th grade. And then they ended up going to the same high school. Now they're both at great colleges. My third daughter ended up at one of the schools. Then, whatever. They've been, and then we moved back to LA. Like, they've been to a number of schools, right?
Right.
There's no bad school.
Yeah.
They're going to do great everywhere. They will be fine. I'm telling you this story because I want you to not have a terrible time when you apply to kindergarten.
I mean, me and my husband, like, I didn't graduate high school technically, so we're hardly like the family of academia.
But
so
it's different when it's your kid.
Yeah.
Because you don't want someone, I get it, but you don't want someone telling you that your child is not good enough.
Oh, no, I would key their car. I'd be like, how dare you? You should be so lucky.
Yes.
Lucky, okay?
When my son didn't get into this other school, I remember the one, my son's going to kill me, but I remember the admissions woman, she said, Heather, someday he's going to surprise you. And like,
oh my God, I would die.
And winked at me. And I thought, you are such a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, I mean, this kid is like the best kid ever and thriving and got his real estate license as a freshman in college.
Yeah.
And it's like, working already and in college and just studied in Italy and like, who are you? Who is that school? So this is my advice.
I refuse to be judged by an academic institution.
Do not do it. And no matter what happens, wherever they go, it is fine.
Yeah.
But also on a personal note, after that horrible kindergarten thing, I said, I'm never suffering this again. So I told all my children, you have resources. I'm going to get you a private guidance counselor. You have access to tutors. I am not going to suffer this. I will be your cheerleader.
Yeah.
I will be your friend. I will be your parent. You can bounce things off me, but I'm not suffering this.
Right.
You want options? Study.
Yeah.
Use your resources. If
Totally.
not, go to, vocational school. That's okay too. Just be happy.
Yeah.
I don't care. But I am not getting an ulcer because of this.
Right. I totally am with you on that.
I'm going to get an ulcer about something else.
Something else, but not this.
Not this.
Nope.
Not on my watch.
I'm with you. I'm not a hovercraft parent. So I'm like, spread your wings, fly, eat the glue, sniff the candles.
Do it all.
Do it all. Don't care.
So when does he go to preschool?
He'll go probably, there's some schools he can start at 2, some schools he can start at 2.5. He's in a little Montessori thing right now, which is basically a glorified barn. They raise chickens, they garden. He's
great.
Growing microgreens. And
I think it's
painting.
so good to socialize them.
Totally.
As early as possible.
Totally.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
Can I see a picture of him?
He is,
oh my God, he's you.
Yeah.
He's gorgeous.
He's gorgeous.
Look at those eyes.
I can't physically take him.
I have to tell you, so my firstborn son looked like that. Like with those little cheeks, blonde hair, blue eyes, and he always sucked 2 fingers.
That's what he does.
And
too.
randomly, he's 21. I will just send him one of those photos. He had this little lion. There's nothing more delicious
I know.
than a little boy.
They're the best.
I mean, I love all of my kids equally. I really do. I don't have a favorite. Terry does, but I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah, I don't have a favorite. But my favorite rotates.
Right.
Depending on what's going on. Like Nikki's been my favorite for a little bit, and then he pissed me off the other day because we were on the phone. He irritated me. And right now, Ace is my favorite. Yeah. Because we had a great day yesterday and had so much fun.
I think it's good to have a ranking system.
It's also good to have choices. So I don't know if you're going to have more children, but I highly recommend it.
I'm going to have probably one more.
Yeah, just so that there's a conversational third, there's an alternate in case one's bugging you.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
A spare is a good plan.
Okay. Yeah, eventually.
So what are the plans with the podcast and what are you kind of like, what's next?
I'd like to do it as long as humanly possible.
Yeah.
I'm not that girl that's like looking for the next thing. I feel like everyone is, especially in my little corner of the internet, I feel like everyone's always like looking for like, what's next? What do we do next? I'm good. It's not lovely to say, but if I could just podcast for the rest of my life, I'd be very happy.
Well, I think
as long as humanly possible.
No, I think you can.
Yeah.
But what about doing it as like a linear show?
Like a television show?
Like a television show.
No.
Never. Didn't you do a pilot? No.
I've done quite a few pilots and I've decomposed during every single one.
Why is that? Why don't you like that?
I am not built for television.
Because why?
It's not in my soul or my spirit.
Okay.
It's just not. I have been asked many times. I've done it here and there.
Okay.
I have not enjoyed the experience.
That's so interesting. I would think you'd enjoy it.
It's most people do. And I do not at all in my soul. It's not for me.
Huh.
I know. It's weird, right?
What about writing more books?
I will write a book.
Yeah.
I will write a book.
I thought you had a book.
No. I've been writing it for a really long time.
Maybe we've just talked about it so much. I feel like you did have a book.
I've missed a few deadlines, and by a few I mean like years and years of deadlines. So
but you should have a book.
I mean,
you should have the Pitch Bible.
It was there for a while.
Yeah.
And then we just
and
went
touring.
bye-bye. Touring, I will eventually do again. I toured. Yeah. I think that my tour started coronavirus in 2020.
Yeah.
The timing doesn't really work out. And then I haven't toured since. So I'm probably going to tour in the next year.
Yeah, I think you should.
I'm ready for it again. I hated it the first time.
Well, you know what? It's funny. I did it a little bit and I had sort of a love-hate. Why?
I was not when I do this podcast, I I don't prepare anything.
Right.
So I just like, it's second nature. I could be on horse tranquilizers. You give me a microphone and 45 minutes on the clock, and I'm going to give you a banger of an episode. Okay. But
I'd like to see one of them on horse tranquilizers, to be honest with you.
all of 2020,
Yeah.
you can listen to any of those,
Okay.
and that's about what's happening.
Good.
The touring experience was very difficult for me to metabolize because I don't take myself seriously enough to stand on a stage and like perform in theory. You know what I mean? So going out there and like just the whole like exchange, I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't having fun. I didn't know what I was doing. There weren't a lot of like podcast tours at that time. So I didn't really have like a roadmap.
Yeah, there was no footprint. Yeah, that's how I felt too.
It felt inauthentic because I was kind of doing like the same shtick every night. And I just like, I'm not a comedian. I don't do stand up. I'm not an actor. I'm not a television personality. So trying to like emulate a little bit of all of those things on a stage in front of an audience
uncomfortable for you.
was very uncomfortable for me.
That's so interesting. I sort of feel the same way. I have done all those things.
Yeah.
So I like performing and it's very comfortable for me.
Yeah.
For me, if I had such anxiety about putting the show together because I thought, I kept going, is that enough?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, totally. Because you're like, people are paying. How is this different than what they could like consume on an app?
Right. Exactly. Right. And you're already listening. So now you're just looking at me saying those things. And then I have to say, like, I do look sometimes at people's podcast tours and I get embarrassed for them.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Have you seen some of them?
Oh, yes, I have.
They're like lip syncing and
there's a lot of tap dancing.
Yeah.
Tap dancing for their lives. You know, everyone is just bleeding out. It feels like the talons are just scraping.
Yeah, it's a lot. And I just feel like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I would like to do it again. But I think if I did it again, what I would enjoy more, I think, is instead of doing my own podcast tour, I think I would maybe, and I'm just coming up with this now, maybe I would enjoy touring with like a bunch of women.
Yes.
Like maybe a few of us that have, like put a few women together that have successful podcasts and like do it together. So everyone's got their own time and then we all do something together. So it doesn't feel like the onus is on you so much.
Yeah, totally.
I feel like I might enjoy that.
100%. Yeah. And then the audience is getting more. Right.
And then there's like more merch for everyone to buy. And that made me uncomfortable too. Like, am I selling merch?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's like, what about like with your face on it? Of course. Like, no, I just was in a merch meeting and I'm like, do you think like my friends would never speak to me again?
If my face was on a t-shirt.
If I sold shirts with my face on it, I would get blocked. My friends would never speak to me.
No, but I wouldn't put your face on things, but I feel like some of like your sayings and stuff would be very, very funny.
Even that makes me like my throat close up, but like I could lean into that, but I just cannot. Like I'm not selling Stanley koozies with Jerica's face on it. You know what I mean? We're not doing that.
Oh,
That's
see, now
pathetic.
Now I like that.
We should.
I think you actually need a Jerica koozie now.
Everybody needs one.
Now I kind of want one. For my, I'm going to put it on my Celine bottle. I'm not getting one of those Stanleys.
You can't.
I can't. I can't even look at the bottom of it that fits into the cup holder. It just hurts my soul.
If we ever see Heather Dubrow with a Stanley, you have to call the cops.
It's never, ever, ever going to happen.
Good.
Why do you think kids should be able to smoke, by the way?
Did I say that?
Yes.
I was joking. I do think smoking is very glamorous.
It is. I miss smoking. I just said this last night.
Right?
Did you ever smoke?
No, never. So boring, but I would love to start.
I smoked from a young age, but I quit when I was 31, I think. So it was a long time ago. I loved it. I had a cigarette holder that I took to the prom with me. Oh. And then my mother confiscated.
Gorgeous.
It was fabulous.
It's so fabulous.
It's so elegant. Remember those posters? They would say smoking is glamorous. It was like an old, like, wrinkled man. I'm like, why is that the poster?
No, it's bad marketing. Yeah. It is so cool.
It's so cool. If by chance they found out smoking was good for you, I would start again tomorrow.
Me too. Oh,
Right?
me too. Yes.
Oh, I
Would love it.
So you never smoked. So what are your vices?
I shop a lot.
Yeah.
I'm a big shopper.
Yeah.
It gives me, I don't know, it fills a void in my soul. And I mean, I drink, but like, I drink and I shop.
Drinking and shopping.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
And I'm like, I say terrible things on a microphone for mass consumption every week. I say awful things like children should start smoking and then have no recollection. I would say that's a pretty good vice.
Let's Talk is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedies, celebrity interviews, news, or even motivational speakers, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue, right? And guess what? Now you can call the shots on your auto insurance too. Enter the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. The Name Your Price tool puts you in charge of your auto insurance by working just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, then they'll show you a variety of coverages that fit within your budget, giving you options. Now that's something you want to press play on all day. It's easy to start a quote, and you'll be able to choose the best option for you fast. It's just one of the many ways you can save with Progressive Insurance. Quote today at Progressive.com to try the Name Your Price tool for yourself and join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Companies and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. When do you have time to watch TV?
I make a lot of time.
Really?
Every evening. And I'm like pretty exclusive with reruns of Housewives. I love a
Why
rerun.
reruns?
I need to know what's coming. I watch the new seasons as well.
Okay.
But I love a rewatch.
What are your cities?
Okay, all of them.
Yeah.
I have certain hyperfixations. Okay, Roni just forever because
Okay.
like even
New cast or old cast?
old cast.
Okay. Do you watch the new one?
I do. I watch it.
Okay.
But like I yearn for the nostalgia of Ramona Singer in like a Poochie skirt.
Right.
You know what I mean? With her bangs, with her Cameron Diaz bangs. I watch old Orange County
Yeah.
all the time.
Old meaning when I was on, or even older?
From the beginning to your first seasons
Yeah.
to the Shannon,
Yeah,
Heather
yeah. Okay.
dynamic, which
Yeah.
I really just love so very much. I'm hyperfixated on Gretchen Rossi's home decor. It's the Z Gallery sconces, the her little bedside tables. She's got the little waiter in the. I can't get enough. Jeff's armoire. What is it? Jeff's hutch,
Right.
with the china and the window treatments in her kitchen. I mean, I cannot get over
I
it.
love it.
Yeah, I love it.
And what about BH?
Beverly Hills too. Those are probably like the holy trinity for me.
I watch none of it.
That's insane. to
I
me.
watch our show because I have to,
Right.
because I have to see what's going on. But I never watched before I joined the show,
Okay.
and I didn't watch while I was gone.
Okay.
So I don't have those gaps.
So is that by clear and concise design, or is that because you have a life?
Well, but
Okay.
I mean, I think that when I joined the show, I didn't watch it because I thought, you know what? I don't think that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Let me meet someone where they are now, right? Because I joined in season 7.
Yes.
And I thought, I don't know, people are allowed to change, and let me make my own opinions of who everyone is. So that's what I did.
Do you feel like you, in hindsight, made fair assessments of everyone based on no previous knowledge?
Probably.
I
Yeah.
think so too.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And then I don't watch the other franchises. Well, that's not exactly true. I've watched an episode, maybe a whole episode, but things here and there. I did watch the first season of Beverly Hills because we were friends with Paul Nassif and Adrienne Maloof. So we knew them before they got married.
Oh, with her hair tinsel. Yeah.
Yes, with the tinsel. So it was like, oh my God, Paul and Adrienne are doing a reality show. Let's watch it.
Yeah.
So we watched it, and, and I thought it was fun and great and all those things. But then I joined the show,
Yeah.
and then it was weird. And then I didn't want to watch it anymore. And now I'm friends with so many of them that I'd rather just be friends with them and not know what the drama is. Like, I will run into one of them, or I'll have lunch with someone from Beverly Hills or whatever, and something will come up about something that happened on the show, and I'll go, I don't know.
That must be refreshing, though.
To them or to me?
Actually, probably not to them. They probably wish that you watched all of those episodes.
Maybe.
But refreshing for you.
Yeah, I like it. I don't want to know.
So you have no knowledge of the Skytops.
I do know what this from OC. I do know what the sky tops are because
Thank God you're not part of that.
No, I don't think I would ever be part of that.
You would never.
Listen, I remember when I joined the show, there was not a lot of designer stuff.
I know. It was a very different era. There were no Stanley Cups and there was no sky tops for head to
there were no sky tops. I remember when Tamara bought her first Chanel bag.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And like Tamara's really smart with her money.
Yeah.
She is a good investor. She saves her money. She is not a frivolous, like she has nice things and she has really nice taste. Like her home is really pretty and she does a really good job. But she'll do a lot of the DIY stuff. She does it herself.
Yeah.
I guess that's the why in the DIY.
Right.
But she does, she's good at all that. But like she was always really pragmatic. It still is. And so I remember she wanted this Chanel bag and she bought it from, I think the Real, I can't remember, but she still has it. She takes care of it, but obviously she's bought a lot more things since then. But I remember people on my show, they didn't wear designer.
No, it wasn't really a thing in early Housewives. And then I don't know when it happened, but there was this shift of like glam and logos and designers. And it's a funny evolution.
It is. And I think that people think the more logos, the more wealth. And so they think it's exciting, but that's not necessarily true. Although I did, it's funny when I look back on my seasons, there is definitely some seasons where my clothing had a trend. I don't think I meant it to.
Right.
But it did. Like there was one year I was very into brooches.
Yeah.
And there were just brooches everywhere.
We love a brooch.
Yeah, but there was a cluster. There was like a cluster of brooches on every jacket.
I love you in the pink. This is what I think about when I close my eyes. And you're my favorite confessional look. I loved you in the pink Chanel sweater.
I gave that to Max.
Oh.
She has it. No, I didn't. I gave it to my mother.
It was a great confessional look.
It was. I know. It was in my entryway.
Pretty.
Yeah, the hair was good.
Hair was good.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a jump scare. Sometimes you get those confessional looks from Housewives and you're like, holy fuck.
I don't think I've ever had have I ever had a jump scare confessional look?
No, but I could name so many jump scares. There's Nene when she had like a bowl cut situation. I can't think of who it was with the ponytail. Teresa's had quite a few jump scares.
Yeah.
There's been a few.
There's been a few. What I look for, I've been really trying to wear color.
Yeah.
Because I always wear black. So in the confessionals, I try to wear color.
Yes.
So I don't think I wore any black last year. I just try to find something comfortable because you sit there a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a long time to sit.
I bet.
And you got to sit up straight.
I bet.
And then you got to make sure the undergarments are undergarmenting.
Yeah.
And all that. Oh my God, we were on the Family Feud. And I had the worst. It was like every wardrobe malfunction that could have happened. Happened. And I was in a bad spot with the girls that year. So it was like, I feel like no one was really talking to me.
Yeah.
And I wanted to wear a color. So I got this green dress. It was really pretty, but it needed a strapless bra and it needed like some kind of shapewear because I didn't want to look lumpy because it was like clingy and silky kind of. So I got this one, and I don't wear shapewear. So I got this one piece thing, right? That was like a strapless bra into shapewear thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And it just kept getting
shifting.
I was shape shifting.
Yeah.
It's like the bra part kept getting lower and lower.
Your boobs are getting smushed down.
I had like a low double boob thing happening. And then I was nervous, so I crack sweat, and I had like a stain. It was so bad.
Not good.
No, I was like not meant to wear color, I guess.
I'm sorry. That's devastating.
Really wasn't good.
I know.
All right, so everything else is great. Show is going great.
Yeah.
You've got a child.
Ticking along.
Not
have a
pregnant.
Baby.
So
Not
stop
pregnant.
asking. Maybe someday, but leave us the fuck alone.
Eventually, I'll let you know.
I love it.
Yeah.
But what shows are you into these days?
Okay. So
are you a White Lotus girl?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
You didn't?
No, I haven't watched any of them.
Wow. Why?
You know how sometimes
it's a cultural phenomenon.
I know. I keep meaning to. But sometimes you miss the boat.
You missed.
And then you're too behind and you can't catch up. I feel like that's where I am.
I think that's probably where you are, too.
It's probably where I am. But Having said that, I go to Europe a lot and I have a lot of flights coming up. And so I may dive in.
That's a great, like a plane watch, a plane binge is White Lotus.
And do I go back to season 1?
Yeah, I would say you should.
Because it's serialized, right? I need to know what happened.
Yeah, I mean, you could watch the seasons independently and it wouldn't matter. But I think you go season 1 and just,
Okay, I'm going to do it.
bang through it.
I'm going to do it.
Yeah, it's a good plane watch for sure.
Were you upset or happy about the finale?
I think Mike White is a genius. I was happy with it.
Okay, good.
And I think
Are there mixed reviews? I don't follow it, so I don't know.
I think there's mixed reviews, but there's always mixed reviews. And isn't good writing like that should elicit mixed reviews?
100%. We just watched, I do watch TV with Ace.
Okay.
Because that's like a fun thing we do together. We like order Din Tai Fung and we watch
Cute.
a show together. So we just finished watching Paradise.
Oh, I haven't heard of this. What is this?
It's Sterling K. Brown.
Okay.
From This Is Us.
Oh, okay.
And it's like an apocalyptic like thing, like this thing has happened and they create this underground city for everyone to live in.
Okay.
Basically. And it's there's a little espionage going on and it's cool. It's a great show.
Okay, that's good.
And he's so talented.
I'm going to put that on my list. I also want to watch.
And he's, by the way, shredded.
Even better.
Oh my God. He takes his shirt off a lot. I'm like, keep going.
Okay.
There's a nude scene I really enjoyed.
Top of the list.
Yeah, I really liked that.
Good.
And now we're watching what's that Shonda Rhimes show? It's called The Residents.
Okay. Is it hard to follow?
No.
Because I'm like foaming at the mouth after 7 p.m. Like I can only participate like 30%
no, and it's kind
of my brain.
It's a murder mystery. It's like the game. It's like Clue.
Okay.
It's like Clue, but written by Shonda Rhimes.
Great.
The characters are great.
Are you
Funny.
a Severance girl?
I didn't watch Severance.
Okay, my husband's making me watch it. And
is it gory? I can't do that.
It's not gory, but like I just want to decompose at the end of the day. I'm not trying to think about anything.
Mindless.
And as it triggers me too, because as I was walking through the hallways of this very building, I started thinking about Severance. Like this is a very Severance office building.
The hallways.
It is, yes. And I went into the wrong building, which is so crazy because I literally...
Well, there are two next door that look exactly
the
alike.
lobby is identical.
Yes.
Which is very Severance coded.
Yeah.
And then I started walking through these hallways and I'm like, we're here.
Okay.
Call me Helly R.
I heard Jay Shetty say the other day, he was saying that great minds talk about ideas and average minds talk about events and small minds talk about people. And I looked at Terry and I go, fuck.
Oh my God, I have a really small mind. Do you know what I'm doing for my birthday party this year?
Which birthday?
It's in August and it just came to me yesterday. Okay.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Okay. I'm going to have a dinner party with all of my favorite things. Okay. And I'm talking my very, very best friends, like the core crew, gridlock crew, judgment-free crew.
Okay.
Everybody's going to walk in. Nobody's going to enjoy this experience except for me, which is kind of historically how all my birthday parties go.
Excellent.
Like when I rented a theater and I made everybody, all of my like deeply intellectual friends, watch Real Housewives Scary Island trilogy with handbooks with character backstory. And we had caviar and then we had Zanku chicken. We had all of my favorite things and martinis.
They didn't love that?
No, they did not love it. Everyone's like, this is the worst idea. I'm like, you're going to sit the fuck down in this theater in our pajamas.
And you're going to love it.
With these martinis and you are going to watch it. And then I got up with a microphone and provided commentary. And all of my friends wanted to die.
That is hilarious.
It was my favorite birthday ever. This year, they're going to come over to my house, okay? We're going to have like beautiful smooth jazz, beautiful cocktails, a beautiful coursed meal. Everyone has to walk in and write a name of some peripheral person that they hate and put it in a bowl.
Perfect. I'm in.
During cocktail hour, we're going to put the bowl down. We're all going to go around.
The person can't be in the room.
No, they can't be in the room. But it has to be someone just like, everybody has someone that is completely unoffensive.
Is this like someone in your life or like people hate Anne Hathaway?
It could be anything.
Okay.
If you want to be boring.
I like Anne Hathaway. I just want to say that.
If you want to be boring and suck, you can pick someone that everyone overtly hates. If you want to be fun in a sport for the celebration of my birth, then you have to pick someone that's going to be a groaner. Like, you want to pick someone that's like, what?
It's got to be controversial.
It has to be controversial. I have a very long list of people, places, and things.
Give me a few.
I mean, like a floating shelf, like a rustic floating shelf.
It could be a thing, not a person.
It could be a thing. The people
a floating shelf. What else do you hate?
Oh, so fake plants. I mean, the tufted, like, furniture.
You hate a fake plant?
I do.
I enjoy a fake plant because I don't want bugs.
I will take the bugs.
No.
I can't have a fake tree. I'm not doing that. That's not my
trees are fake with real moss at the bottom.
That's better.
Okay.
That's fine. It's a hybrid. It's okay. It's fine.
I don't like maintenance.
I know. I got a guy that comes and sprays my trees.
I don't want the guy. Ever since we moved into the apartment, I am done with maintenance. I don't want to see a blade of grass ever again. I'm done. I don't want people.
Totally understandable. I get it.
What else do you hate?
Oh God, so many things. I don't like magenta lipstick. I don't like frosted lip gloss. I don't like.
I don't like lip plumpers. What's that? Why do my lips have to burn?
Eyelash extensions. I don't really get.
Yeah.
I don't like grommet curtains. I could just do this for hours.
Yeah, I looked up to see if they had grommet. Yeah, grommet curtains are terrible.
Just disgusting.
I don't like shower curtains. Why do people still? Why do they even exist still?
It's pretty unnecessary.
I don't like plastic or wire hangers.
Same. Unnecessary. We live it's 2025. You can Amazon anything.
Yeah.
Just put a little effort in. For the birthday, it has to be a person.
Okay. All right, good. So everyone comes in, you have this beautiful meal, you put the name in the bowl, and then what? Is that dessert?
No, so then we're going to go around and we're going to pick the names out. And
does everyone pick their own, a different name?
No, it's just a bowl. It's a random. So we'll be like, somebody hates Jessica. Okay. And then we're going to each have individual notebooks with our initials on them. Okay, monogrammed. And then everyone's going to write down who we think hates that person. Then we're going to open it up to a Socratic seminar.
After because you could probably figure it out once you all start talking.
Right. So then we're going to save the conversation for dinner. And then we're going to go one by one. And we're going to announce who picked each person. Okay. And then we're going to make a case for why we hate that person. And do we collectively as a group hate them or not? Or is it unwarranted?
And is it possible that someone could be turned around with the hate by the end of the meal?
Yes. It's just a conversation.
I love it.
Isn't that fun?
It's so fun.
Because I hate a few people that are very external from my friend group, but they're pleasant people, like beloved by many.
You hate them.
And I talk to my husband about it all the time. I'm like, I hate her. And he's like, she's so nice. I'm like, no, I hate everything she stands for. And he's like, why? And I'm like, she's got no vibe. Okay. I get hyper fixated. And I'm like, I know it says nothing about her and everything about me. That is the foundation of the party.
Because it's not mean against the person. It's what's fundamentally wrong with you that you can't vibe with them.
Yeah, and I want to get through the trenches of that conversation.
Yes. I like it.
I don't know why that sounds fun to me.
It sounds fun to me too. One of my best friends who really hates no one was at an event the other night. And she was texting me and she wanted to meet up for a drink afterwards, but I was exhausted and I just, done this whole thing. And we were on the opposite sides of town. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I love you. I just can't.
Yeah.
She goes, but I hate everyone. Mm-hmm. She hated everyone at the dinner she was at. And it was like a really beautiful,
doesn't that feel
small
good?
Dinner. And I was like, I wrote back, oh.
I know. There's something so beautiful about when you break a person. Like all of my best friends are lovely. Like these are women that are like
nice,
successful, loving, charitable, beacons of the community, like wonderful, objectively wonderful people. And after, there always comes a point in my friendships, like when we're a few years deep, okay, and we're at a cocktail or at a dinner, and I see the shift in them when I've broken them down. You know what I mean?
Totally.
And my best friend, I'll never forget it. One day we're just at dinner and she said something so out of character for her, so petty bitchy. And she felt so bad after she said it. And I was like, this is a safe space.
Yes.
And you can go deeper if you would like. And I knew that I broke her. And it happens with all of my friends.
I love it. And I love it for you. That sounds like a wonderful, wonderful birthday.
It's the best feeling because I'm like, I have given them permission to be a bad person selectively.
I love it.
Because I'm so fucked in the head that they feel safe saying terrible things around me.
But it is a safe space. And that's what the best part. I think
Makes me love them more.
I think one of my favorite birthday parties was a few years ago. I'd had foot surgery and I really didn't want to do anything. And everyone's like, oh, I'll just take you to lunch. And I'm like, no.
Yeah,
I don't want to go on 12 lunches.
Boring.
So finally I was like, all right, I'll just do something. So I was like, all right, I'm going to have a bingo party at my house. And it's going to be a pajama party.
Love.
So I transferred my entire basement. They call it subterraneans here, whatever.
Yeah.
Beautiful basement. But I transformed the whole thing to this white, cloudy, like puffy thing with, it was all balloons and fairy lights and white roses. And I changed all the furniture out.
Pretty.
And the doors were open to our movie theater. And I got robes for everyone with their name. Like, it was just fabulous. Great food, the whole thing. So I hired these really cute guys to run my bingo game. And so I figured, and I had a photo shoot the next day for People. So I was like, this is great. I'm going to call it for 6 o'clock. By 10 p.m., I am asleep.
Get out. Yeah.
I'm in my bed. I'm fine. So we do the thing and everyone comes over. And it must have been like 18 women, something like that. And I had prizes like for the bingo, bottle of Dom, AirPods. There was like some bougie bracelet, something like that. So everyone comes over. I didn't realize that the two of the guys I hired were from Magic Mike.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It turned into a much, much different party. I mean, it was so fun and it was so off the rails. And it was like one of my girlfriends had just had a baby and this was like her first night out.
Yeah.
And it was,
she's ready to rumble.
Oh, she was lap dances and everyone was dancing and cavorting and like crazy. And, and like, you know, when you're having so much fun, you like cry because you're like, I love you. And then you hate people.
Oh,
but it was
so
like,
fun.
It was the most beautiful fun night. The last person left at like 2:30 in the morning. It was the best.
It's so great when you don't anticipate that type of an evening and then it takes a turn.
It just takes a turn. It's so good.
It's so good.
All right. Well, you and I have to go because I'm going to get my face filled right now.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Love that.
Little Botox, little Sculptra, little gold needles.
Great.
It's time for a zhuzh.
Yes.
Mommy, that's why I'm wearing no makeup because I'm going right from here to
Little
there.
zhuzh. We love
little
it.
Zhuzh. We went to Pilates, to here, to zhuzh.
Love it. That's a perfect
Thank
Monday.
you. And then my youngest son is going on, like, you know, in 8th grade, you go to DC.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to DC tomorrow.
Nice. Well, that's fun.
Well, we get to sort of be empty nesters. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
I like when everyone's gone for a short period of time.
Totally.
Anyway, tell everyone how to find your podcast, how to find you on social since you're back on Instagram.
I'm back on Instagram for the 4th time. I'm at Jackie Schimmel, and then my podcast, The Bitch Bible, comes out on Tuesdays, anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Thank you. I adore you.
Thank you so much.
That was so fun. Oh, my God.
So easy.